Hi guys, this is Starcraft and we're back with ASL Season 14, round of 24 Group F. This is going to be the loser set to be played between Mong and Free. Mong lost in his game against Horangi. That was a very, very beautiful play by Horangi on Butter. And Free was defeated by Rush in his first game, also on Butter. This is going to be on Allegro, so the same map as we saw in the winner's set. This is by chance. Actually, the players had a chance to veto out some maps they don't like and choose some of the maps. So this is not by rule that both of the winners and the losers sets would be on the same map. It's very, very accidental. Anyways, yeah, so we've had some really excellent games today. The third game was a little bit shorter than I would have expected, and very unfortunate for Horangi. He scouted first, but he found his opponent last, and Rush scouted very late, but he found Horangi first. So it's not a fair fight for Horangi, but you know, that is what Starcraft is all about. Sometimes there's an element of chance, and at the high level play it's very difficult for a player who is unlucky to try to compensate for that unluckiness, especially in the early stage of the game. Looks like Free, our yellow Protoss, located at the 7th position, is going to try the same build as Horangi, which is 12 Nexus. This build has kind of lost popularity for some times, but is going to gain some popularity once again. And to counter that, looks like Mong's gone for very, very forward barracks, and he's scouting correctly his enemy's Nexus. Oh my god, the two Terran players are very, very lucky today. And so it looks like Free's gonna have a very, very tough situation. I don't know if that Nexus saw that SCV or not. This SCV might build another barracks or something like that. That could really make things really complicated. But no, it looks like Mong is not going to build an extra barracks. He's just gonna stay at home and to wait for this first barrack to do the job. And it looks like Free is scouting in the right direction, so that is good for him. You know, if he had the worst luck like what Horangi had, it would have been crazy. But no, this first Marine is going to be coming out. The probe's going to walk right past it. It has enough shield to go inside the main, and it might try to take out this. No, it doesn't even attempt to go and take out that SCV. It's going to go home, and the second Marine is already out. SCV train's already started. We don't have the second gateway, we don't have the gas, we don't have anything, and so this Free's gonna be in a lot of trouble. He doesn't see, okay, he sees the SCV moving out now, so he's gonna have a very difficult time to fight. He might lose outright this game. He's gonna lose a probe first. He needs to move that probe. The probe movement is quite good. The first Zealot is going to be out. SCV train is here. They're gonna start to, oh my god, the SCV almost trapped the Zealot. The Zealot is moving quite poorly. He's gonna try to move forward to catch some SCV coming out, but no. I mean, the control onto the Marine is so good. We have more units coming out, and this Zealot is going to die maybe. No, but the probe drill was really good, and he's gonna be able to take out both of the Marines. The second Marine is going to be able to get in maybe. No, it dies. So all of the Marine dies. So all of a sudden, Free lives. Free lives, and he's gonna be in, you know, having a really good time here. More SCV trying to come out. He's gonna try to take out as many probe as possible. The Marine's gonna back up, and the SCV is gonna try to chase that SCV down. We have more Marine coming in, and are they gonna try to get in the bunker now? If they can get into the bunker, it's gonna be a very bad situation. And it gets into the bunker. We have the one Marine died. The other Marine is going to die as well. The probe is going to get pulled. That bunker is already so damaged, but it's gonna try to get out and try to get on the high ground, and Free's response is quite slow. Does he have another Zealot in here to take care of these Marine or not? These Marine can kind of do the moving shots. They're gonna try to do the moving shot on the Marine now, on the probe now. One probe died already. Where's the Zealot? The Zealot is here to help. And finally, that's going to be the end of this attack. Maybe, I hope. The Marine's gonna try to take another hit, but the two Zealots are here to try to get into this base, but no, they're too late. The bunker's already constructed, but they walk right through. They're gonna attack the SCV, takes out a single SCV, and then they're gonna try to go inside the base, maybe, but no, both of the Zealots died. So that was really poor play from Free. He lost two Zealots for free, no pun intended, and now he's gonna be stuck inside his base with just a single Zealot and maybe a Dragoon coming out. I mean, the upside he's got to his play is that he was able to mine a little bit faster. Double factory going up for Mong, and Free's got double gateway as well as Robo. So I think Free is doing just fine, except that his enemy has scouted his build already. So there's no element of surprise there. So maybe Mong is not gonna push his luck so much. This other Zealot is going to just hang out here just to see if there's any kind of additional units coming up. It's gonna be better to go home because the Vulture might be coming up momentarily. This Dragoon had a missing shot there. Very unfortunate once again for Free. Academy going up. I guess just be being very careful. The Zealot's gonna get hit. Free needs to turn back. He's gonna move his Zealot back just in time, and everything is going to be progressing as usual. Free is up by about 6 supply now. Very standard. A third gateway. I think that's the third gateway. Yes, so it's gonna be 3 gateway with Robotic and Observer is the build that Free is going to be using here. The Dragoon chasing the SCV away, trying to kill it. The Marine tried their luck a little bit, but not lucky enough, and the SCV is able to was sniped. The first Vulture is coming out to the middle of the map. He's gonna try to lay some mines. Free's gonna be super careful. He's moved his Zealot back, try to defend. The Vulture is gonna be coming in here now, and it sees. I think, what does it see? It's gonna try to plant a mine at this base. The Zealot need to block this area. The Zealot is not blocking good enough. That was a good block by the Zealot. Wow, that block was really good. And we have the Vultures getting up on this high ground here, and the Probe is gonna try to lay. Well, first of all, it's gonna lay just a pylon. Nothing serious there. It's not taking the forward base, just as Harangi tried to take the forward base in the previous game against Rush. That didn't really work out for him. So Free's gonna not take that base. He's gonna first just focus on his ground army, make sure he has a ground army advantage compared to his enemy, and not taking the early nexus. The double add-on spinning there for Mong. He's scouted his enemies. Triple gateway. The core is still not yet finished spinning, so I think that the Free delayed his Dragoon range a little bit to get just more gateway coming out, and also his nexus and stuff like that. So this is good for him because he didn't need to use his gateway to do anything. He wasn't planning on attacking the bunker anyways, so he's gonna stay at home. A lot of Vultures with speed is here, but the pylon line is quite good. This Dragoon is going to get sniped here, but taking out a Vulture with it. We have the Observer. It's gonna be careful, very careful. Free. He knows that there's some mine in that area, so it's gonna be very careful. The first Observer, both of the Observers are moving forward. I don't know why. Why do you need to move both of your Observers toward that expansion? Just keep some of the Observers at home. Some of the Vultures gonna be coming south here. Free is moving his units very carefully. There's 2 Vultures, but a lot of mines. Free is not moving forward. He's gonna use his Observer first. Another set of Vultures gonna try to come in to do some run by. We have some Dragoons ready. Those Dragoons are able to take out those Vultures. Very good for Free. Not losing any Dragoon, just taking some damage on the Zealot, which is a good move. I think these Vultures are gonna get clear out. So Free is doing quite good. Another Vultures comes in here. It's gonna lay a mine in the mineral line, but that is not that useful. And so all of the Vulture from Mong died. He's got for very early Vulture speed with mines, but that didn't really pan out for him. So now he's gonna be sitting at home building his first starport. Probe being transferred here. Free is very careful, and he's got a very good chance. He's gonna be very careful. There's a mine in that area. Double Observer in this. This is kind of not really advisable here, I think, for Free. It's gonna be better for him to use one of the Observers somewhere else. He's gonna be using his Observer to clear some mines in this other area. The pylon blocks this area completely now, so there's gonna be no chance of a Vulture run by. But still, some Vultures are out in the map. Some of the Dragoons are coming in here. Vultures don't have speed, but Observers don't have speed. But maybe Free doesn't really need speed at this point. Science facility also going up. And yeah, Free is doing quite good here, despite his early I guess disadvantage, because his build was discovered by his enemy. This Stargate, where's the Arbiter Tribunal? We don't see it just yet. Very good job by Free to clear out a lot of the mines. Some Vultures come in here, but Dragoons are ready, and he's gonna try to get inside the main, but no, the Dragoons coming out of that gateway was able to notify everything, and Free has everything covered, guys. He's got observer coverage of everything here. The starport is blinking. He's even got double observer watching the show. I don't understand the purpose of the double observer, but anyways, yeah, if you don't lose any observers in the early game, I guess you can afford to have double observers, just watching the same thing. But now looks like the starport is done, so the starport is going to be producing a dropship. The dropship comes out in the middle map. Remember, we have a what is that thing called? A mine, but that mine is going to get taken out, I think, by the cannon. The question is that dropship going to be able to get there before the cannon completes? That's going to be terrible. Some vultures get sniped once again here in this area. The cannon is going to complete. The tank is going to shell something. I'm not so sure what it's going to shell because there's going to be no vision. It's going to try to get in this area. Do we have a single tank? That tank is no. The tank is not in the range, away from the range of the cannon, so that the dropship is lost in the corner. But now we might have a second dropship coming out here at the expansion. It's gonna try to drop some vultures in here first, but we already have a cannon in place. These mines are going to get clear out. Good mine drag. The tank is dead. Well, not the tank is dead. The dropship lost the tank, so Mong is doing very poorly. But he comes in with one more drop. This drop is going to be more successful. Vultures and tanks in the area. No evacuation of the probe line. The probe gets massacred. We have a oh my god, and he's not allowed to take a next nexus either. So you know these units don't have anywhere to go. Some zealot moving in to clear the area, and we have some mines here. Just a lot of splash damage. So that was a little bit poor here, and a lot of dragoons get sniped in this area. So Free doing this entire time, it was not paying attention, and he allowed his enemy to go in and take an expansion as well. But Free was also able to clear out the base at the 6 o'clock position, so he got his expansion up as well. So everything is quite standard for both of these players. But I think Free could have handled that drop a little bit better. He was not aware that his enemy would have gone for double dropship. That was very crazy. Oh my god, a lot of Zealot getting melted here with the mine. Free just lost his opportunity to go for an attack here. He's gonna be facing a lot of tanks with minefield and vulture support, so this chance for him to attack has already lost. The game's very stabilized and very balanced at this point. Free got good management in the mid game against the vulture harassment, but it looks like Mong's got a good attack as well with his dropships. These dragoons are gonna try to clear out this area, and the tanks are way too far, so not able to clear out. But this single forward tank is able to take out the dragoons, and Free needs to back up with his dragoons. He's not paying attention to his dragoons. He lost 2 dragoons. He's gonna lose more dragoons or what? Finally he moves the rest of the dragoons back. He's gonna be transferring probes to his new base here. Cannons in place just to make sure there's no place that the tanks could hit. Turrets getting ready for recall. Double armory not spinning. That's because I think the upgrade just finished. I think +2 weapons and +1 armor maybe. Protoss probably just have +1. Another dropship with a vulture, maybe a tank and 2 vultures. That might be it. He's gonna head out towards the other side of the map, but we have observers seeing everything, as well as Pylon. The Pylon sees a lot of stuff here, and this dropship has already been damaged from before, so there's no chance, I think. But Mong's gonna try anyway. He's gonna move some units out. He's gonna pick up this other vulture maybe to go together, but some dragoons already in place. And oh my god, this observer from Free is allowed to see everything here, so he could recall Allegro. Your main base is also quite huge, so you're gonna have a chance to do some kind of recall. And dropship coming out here to the base at the 7 o'clock position. Let's see if Free is gonna have some dragoons in place to defend it. There's no bases yet, just some cannons. At least that dropship is gonna force a cancel on those cannons, not unless these Xenon get there on time and try to do some kind of attack. Looks like they're gonna force a cancel on this group of cannons here. The tank is gonna siege up, and Free knows about this because he had some Zealot in nearby. He got the Pylon that was scouting that area. So I don't know what is the thing with Free here. He's gonna be dropping some Zealot in here. At least he's gonna be taking out some of the It's gonna take out the mine. Where's the rest of the vultures? They already escaped out here. And the probe gets transferred to the new base, I think, quite successfully. So that drop was not good. More vulture run by here at the right side of the map. We don't see any kind of response. A lot of Zealot catching these vultures. These vultures are completely surrounded, but the Zealot's gonna get some splash damage, so Free's gonna be very careful. He's clearing out some units here, and looks like more Zealot attacking in this area. Vulture's gonna try to clear these Zealots. Vulture's speed is quite good, but now we have the first huge recall of the game. The Arbalest has some energy ready, but a lot of turrets are in place. Free's gonna have to try his best to get in here. He gets in. There was a lot of mines, clearing out a lot of dragoons, but at least he's gonna be losing a lot of turrets here. Mong, he pulls the rest of his tanks back. He's even got an observer there, Free to see that. And so this quadrant of the map, the turret line has been cleared out, so that might be open for another drop later. But looks like Mong's gonna float his command center to this new area, and he's gonna take his base at the 10th block position here. Free is expanding towards the southern side of the map. We have another recall coming up, but Free's gonna be super careful because he should not allow Mong to take the base at a 10 o'clock position. This next is gonna get force cancel. That's a little bit unfortunate for Free. He's gonna ignore it or send some units. I'm not so sure. I think he's gonna ignore it for now. He's got almost maxed out supply. Both the players are nearing max out, but it's gonna be, oh my god, that Nexus is going to die. He's gonna lose the Nexus. He needs to force a cancel on the Nexus. I'm not so sure if that was a cancel or what, but finally these dragoons help to clear out some of the vultures, and Free's gonna have to rebuild his Nexus there. Arbiters, oh my god, there's 2 Arbiters already. One of them is almost 150 energy, so another recall could be useful. But looks like Free is not gonna do that. Looks like Mong's gonna try to do his first huge push of the game. His 200 maxed out Terran army, plus 2 weapon, plus 2 armor. And Free, if he has some stasis that is well timed, he could have some good results in this battle. But good scan, and that science vessel is gonna try to take out and EMP that unit. That EMP was not successful, and we have the first engagement. But Free's angles is so poor. Look at the angle for Free. He's got the worst angle to engage. He's gonna have to wait for more army to come out before he can engage this Terran. You know, black box here in the middle of the map is so strong. He's gonna try to push forward here. Protoss need to attack now. I think he needs to get his concave. The concave is good, and attack now. Attack! He's gonna try to come in and attack. No, he doesn't attack. Free says no. You know, your enemies is too strong. He's gonna back up once again and wait for more unit. He's gonna go for a recall here. Where's he recalling? He's got a science vessels. He's gonna do something, but he's already casted the spell. So this Zealot is gonna take out the rest of the units, but the rest of the Protoss army on this left side is gonna get just destroyed here. But if Free knows what it's gonna do for him, he's gonna go and take out also the base at the new command center at the 10 o'clock position. But Free is gonna get forced to evacuate both of his bases. He is gonna lose this base first. Yeah, the probe line are not getting evacuated. Zealot is gonna be coming in, and we have a stasis. Another stasis could be useful, or a recall on top of the tanks. I'm not so sure. We have some stasis and some units in the back. Dragoons taking care of some of the tanks in the front, and the Goliaths are way too strong. These units are completely wiped out, and let's see what happens to the Freeze units. He's not using those units to attack the additional base. He needs to go and clear the command center, and the southern side is going to do just that. He just cleared some of the mines, so he's going to move his units out and clear that new command center. But looks like Mong has a new command center here at the 12th block position, so Free units are completely wasted there. So he's gonna try to go there. Some high temperatures are in place, getting ready. Dragoons coming out here. He's gonna force this command center to, I guess, burn down to the ground, and then he's gonna escape out. So at least that is a small minor victory for Free. But Free is now down to just I guess 3 mining bases. His new base is not yet mining because he's got no probe in his new bases. All of his probe lines are stuck on this other side. He's gonna try to reclaim this base now. Zealot moving in with some mine drag, which is very good. These tanks are completely out of order, which is good for Free. He needs to get his arbiters back in place. A huge Terran ball coming in. and looks like Terran is gonna swallow up the entire map here. Free is slowly moving and retaking some of the bases. We need to transfer probe. He has very few probe line. He has a lot of gateway here, but he's not using them. He needs to move them out and do an attack here. It looks like Mong has got Free's army cornered. This Arbiter has a good chance to cast some kind of spell, but none of that stuff here. And the observer sees everything. Free needs to move his entire army towards the left side of the map. High Templar needs to cast a storm now. Cast a storm, and that storm was quite good. We have another EMP on that group of High Templars. We have another storm coming in. Some Zealot coming from the left side. That I think is a mistake, Free. You need to go and take out the new bases, but he decided that it's going to be better to attack these bases. We have another storm. Another storm could be good on those tanks, and it takes out a lot of tanks, but that's not good enough for Free. And Free lost the entire army here. The decision to engage this Terran army head on was a bad decision, because now Terran is up by, well, he's got twice the supply of Free, and he's got Free boxed in. He's got new bases. Adds the 12 o'clock position and in the 1 o'clock position, so this is going to be a hopeless cause. It's going to be Mong going up against, I think, Horangi, I guess a replay of the previous game. Some units are stranded here in the middle of the map. Free's got like almost zero mining. His new bases doesn't have any probes because he didn't have chance to transfer them before the battle begins, and so these Dragoons are going to lose out, and he is just a shadow of his former self. His the sixth dragon is no longer to be. Look at how few probes he has at his new base. He's got nothing, no army. He has a single arbiter just waiting with some energy, but no, that's gonna be the end, and Mong wins. He's gonna have a chance to fight against Horangi in the final set. Thanks for watching, and if you like my cast, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link is in the video description. Have a good day. Bye-bye.